At first, I was just simply lost and hesitant on how to even make a video. Like,
How much have you made now in total with TikTok Shop?
right now, I've made 8.1k so far.
That's honestly insane for not knowing anything about TikTok Shop and then making 8.1k.
Making like 2 to 3 bands a month was like incredible, especially when I just started shop.
Alright guys, so I'm here with Dan right now, and Dan is not going to be showing his face for personal reasons. I'm not that type of coach who's going to make you guys show your face on testimonial videos. I'm just not like that. Speaking of not showing your face, Dan, you've been doing TikTok Shop without even showing your face, correct?
Yeah, I have, which is mainly what you teach as well, like faceless content creation.
Yeah, and that's awesome because I know a lot of people, even I used to be that certain type of person where I just did not want to show my face on camera, especially for TikTok Shop. And it's good because there are ways to do it without showing your face, and you're literally a testimonial for that.
Yeah. Which actually why I got to very interested in you at first, because your way of promotion was faceless content creation, which kind of hooked me as well. I thought you had to like show your face to prove authenticity, but clearly not.
100%. Yeah, a lot of people do think you have to show your face. And it does help with authenticity, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be able to make money without showing your face in certain scenarios. Yeah, without further ado, how old are you? Where are you from? And what kind of made you want to get into TikTok Shop in the first place?
So I'm 19 years old. I'm from Singapore, and why I wanted to get into TikTok Shop was actually I wanted very simply just some extra money on the side. So currently I'm studying in university, and I thought it'd be nice to have more money so I can start investing more money earlier. And that's where I found Nick, who helped me get all of this started in the first place, my TikTok Shop account and everything.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I was basically in your same scenario. It's pretty much the same scenario for a lot of people as they just want to make more money. It's as simple as that, and it's pretty easy to do since you really only need a phone or a laptop. Not really much startup capital. You don't really need any when it comes to TikTok Shop because there's not like trading where you can lose some money and make some money, or straight up just putting in inputs and making money. Yeah, but mainly before we started working together, what was like your biggest struggle? Because I know you knew about TikTok Shop before we started working together, but like what was your biggest struggle? Like how were you kind of doing things?
My biggest struggle at first mainly was my skepticism on it. Like, wow, you can just make money off of TikTok like that. I'm not sure it's that easy to do. And when I first started like making the video itself, creating my account from 0 to 5,000 followers, at first I was just simply lost and hesitant on how to even make a video. Like, based on Nick's notes, I knew how to make it, but there was nothing to judge me except the number of likes and comments, and I was basically wandering in the dark, left to the algorithm. Like, is this the best way to do it? Is this the most optimal? Did I do enough to attract likes and follows? And
So you kind of you didn't really know what you were looking at to tell whether or not the video was good quality or not. You were kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and guessing.
Yeah, it was still like first time experience and stuff. And of course, when I looked at Nick's notes and his weekly niches in his premium Discord, it helped a lot as a checklist for myself whether I was doing the correct thing. But I just wanted someone to handhold me through the process to make sure I don't mess up my videos account, and maybe I just didn't want to waste my time. I want to fast track the process.
Is that one of the main reasons you chose to start working with me rather than trying to do it on yourself?
Yeah, at first I didn't even know you had the one-on-one, and when I found out, it was like, wow, I had to think, because it was an investment at first, but I felt it was very worth it to start working with you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that goes into the next question. How much have you made now in total with TikTok Shop?
Right now, I've made 8.1k so far. I started at the end of I started at the start of July. And
Yeah, because I know we
Yeah.
got a little inconsistent because you were really busy with that 1 month. A lot of studying,
I had to
college stuff.
lock in on the studies a bit. So I slowly like decreased my workload on the TikTok stuff nearing the end of August. So basically within 3 months, I got 8k followers and 8.1k in my bank account. That easy, together with Nick.
Yeah, I know. That's honestly insane for not knowing anything about TikTok Shop and then making 8.1k. And that was in the span of like 2 months, right? 2 months after you got monetized, you made 8.1k.
Yeah. Immediately when I got myself enrolled into TikTok Shop, within the first month, that July month, I earned like 2.7k, which is super impressive. Not just because I'm a student, but considering I'm doing TikTok Shop in Asia, not the US, which is what I think is a completely different ball game in terms of garnering clicks. Also, my country having like a small population, even with this limited reach, but making like 2 to 3 bands a month was like incredible, especially when I just started shop.
Yeah, I know. In Singapore, 8.1k USD in Singapore must be a lot in Singapore money, huh?
Yeah,
But
so much more than I expected.
yeah, what was basically what was one of the main key factors that actually got you to take that step and work with me rather than trying to do it on yourself?
Main key factor, it was a one-on-one, so I knew that if I had any questions, I could ask Nick. If I need any examples and references, I could
Mm-hmm.
ask Nick, sorry, I could basically
Yeah.
learn from his strategies and his cycle of making videos and his way of promoting. So basically, like I said, it's like hand holding, but you get to solidify your foundation and actually know what you're doing in the process. So now, even in a different country, I learned how to analyze the best ways to keep people's interest and the best ways
Mm-hmm.
to make a product more interesting by combining Nick's ideas and the interest of my country's TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know we had to do a little bit of more. I definitely went into more product research for you because we're in different countries, but it seems to still be working out. Yeah, one of the things that when you're working with me is I don't only, not only am I going to tell you guys what to do and how to fix it and to make it better, I'm going to tell you why specifically I'm telling you to do that because there's certain reasons that I want you guys to understand to why certain things work better than other certain things. And I think
Mm,
that the most value you guys can extract is when you understand why I'm telling you to do certain things so you can literally have like an eye for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Was there a certain moment at all that when things just started to click and you realized like, wow, this is kind of easier than I thought, or maybe this is harder than I thought?
When it clicked was when my first short video blew up and I started making money. Like, I think you can say with certainty when stuff click is when the results show. So when I started making money, that's when it clicked. So like I said, since the start, I had a certain bias whenever it came to YouTube or TikTok. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
they're just in the United States. I could never reach that level of profits over here. And when my first few short videos I posted, one of them got 2.7 million views. The money started coming in, and I was like, oh, I backtrack and understand Nick's advice and learn the framework that he had taught me, which
Mm-hmm.
I could still make impressive amounts of money even if I'm not quote unquote in the prime location for TikTok shop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you didn't have to be posting every single day. Like, honestly, it's recommended to post every single day, like I tell you guys, but some people's
Mm.
cases, you're simply just way too busy. In your case, like, you stopped posting for like a month and a half, and I think you still made like 6.1K in that screenshot you sent me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It
crazy,
was
man.
very amazing.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's one of those things where TikTok shop not only I don't know if you saw my last YouTube video, but I was kind of talking about how the main goal isn't even the money at this point. It's just the freedom that comes with it because you don't have to be posting all the time to make money because your old videos will do a lot of the work for you.
Yeah. It was like the same with you. Like because of how much you worked beforehand stacking all the videos, you got yourself time to go on a cruise and continue making money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I forgot about that video. Yeah. What's something you didn't expect going into the mentorship that you kind of got surprised by?
Something I didn't expect. I mean, I kind of expected to make the money already and have a
Hmm.
greater understanding of this TikTok shop magic, but
Hmm.
mainly I just wanted to dispel my qualms about this style of money making, and I felt like getting this mentorship was the way to do it, and I don't regret it, obviously.
Hmm. Yeah, obviously it paid off. Yeah, I guess with that being said, now that you know like how to make money with TikTok Shop, how to get monetized, where do you see yourself in the next few months now that you know how to do all those certain things and literally how you can replicate this process across multiple different pages now?
Like now I know the formula into making a account go from 0 to 5K followers, how to continue progressing this shop account and make it profitable. I see myself managing two shop accounts at once. Like after a while, I'll be able to have a good foundation on both shop accounts and probably make 5 to 6K a month, which seems
Hmm.
very manageable.
Hmm.
Maybe 4K a month on a month that like I'll get busy or slack or experiment something too much. But one thing to keep in mind is that I only post once or twice daily most of the time. And
And I
if
think yeah,
now
if you
that
do
I'm
that
making,
across, if you do two
yeah,
posts a day across three different accounts, now that you know,
yeah,
I think you just texted me the other day that you're starting your second account to get to 5K, just like how we did with
yeah,
the first one. But
yeah,
now that you know how to consistent, like you it's a walk in the park for you to make 2K on one account. You just do that across three accounts.
mm,
You're just posting four extra videos a day, two on each account. You're gonna be making
mm,
easy 6K a month consistently. And this is what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of people. We were kind of texting about this the other day is a lot of people will have a big month from like a few big videos that blow up over 10 million views and they maybe hit like 20, 30K month. But after that, after those videos start dying out, they're not really consistent with that 10 to 20K a month simply because in order to actually get to that consistent 10 to 20K a month where you're not just relying on one or two videos, you need to be running multiple different accounts. And that's exactly why I show you guys
mm,
how to grow to 5K as soon as possible with the weekly niches and things like that.
100%.
Now, do you feel like you have the skills to just like if I were to let you go right now, you could take this long term on your own?
The formula and foundations and everything already, I'm like ready to go and continue expanding
Yeah,
from there.
honestly, you've proved yourself a lot to me because when we started working together, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was I was kind of skeptical about you. I didn't know if you were gonna put in the work fully or not, and you proved me wrong, man. You proved me wrong.
Proved you wrong.
Now, what would you say to somebody who's maybe on the fence about joining or working with me, or maybe they just think that they're better off doing it on their own or trying it out, seeing if they like it or not? What would you say to somebody like that?
Okay, I would say like this is still okay, this TikTok shop thing is still a job, it's still something you have to study. It's like going to university, getting an engineering degree, and then you're off to go to your engineering job. But obviously you still have to put time to learn and understand all this stuff. But obviously TikTok shop gets you off your feet, off the ground way quicker. And like I said, within the first month I was making like 2 to 3K already, especially with Nick. He simplified everything I had to know, and basically I got all my foundations and theories. Like how he
Hmm.
did it is basically he tried all his theories and figured out based on his experience like which is the best way to approach things, and posted his experience in the premium Discord, which I
Hmm.
follow every here and there when I have the free time. And if you think you want to be making money off of TikTok, whether it's for side hustle or you actually want to do it as a regular job, then I think you shouldn't wait. You should actually just fast track your knowledge and experience by doing this one-on-one with Nick.
Hmm.
Because yeah, that's from my experience the fastest way to do it. I like really don't regret it at all.
Yeah, a lot of the times, even when I was starting out and learning TikTok Shop for myself, the first like year before TikTok Shop was even out, this was the Creator Awards program before TikTok Shop even existed. But the first whole year, I tried doing things on my own and learning it, and it took me like a full more. It took me like a year and a half, like almost 400 days to learn how to make money with the Creator Rewards program. And so when I first made my little bit of money, immediately I invested it into other courses and things like that to learn about other programs like TikTok Shop and things like that and get things
Mm,
going. So yeah, I always recommend to people always invest in your knowledge. It's always going to save you time, and at the end of the day, time is your most valuable asset.
mm, yeah.
All right, guys, if you want to directly work with me one on one and go through the exact multi step process that all my one on one students go through that guarantees results, I'm going to drop a type form down in the description. You guys can go apply and I'll review your application. And if I think you would be a good fit, we can hop on a call together and discuss. For those of you that were here just to watch the video, I appreciate you guys watching through the full thing. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you thought. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.